All right, so in this meeting, I'm going to teach you how you're going to be writing with AI, how you can write a full book with AI. So the first thing you're going to do is what you are going to, get the topic in respect to the book you want to write. Then after you have gotten the topic of the book you want to write, then you go to YouTube and go and check, because everything we are going to be writing, we are going to be taking the transcript from YouTube to do the writing. So maybe I want to write on Apple number, come to YouTube. Okay, so when your YouTube open, you search for the book. Now I want to write a guide on how to use Apple numbers. I want to write a guide on how to use Apple numbers. So I'm going to come here and type. So I'll type Apple numbers. Okay, you see, there'll be so many great videos out there. So many great videos out there. You have seen the first one, Apple number for beginners, the complete course. Okay, I believe this makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. Apple numbers for beginners, the complete course. Because I want to write a guide on how to use Apple numbers. I want to write a guide on how to use Apple number. So I'll come here, click on the video, click on the video. Click on the video. I don't need to play the video. So I'll come to copy the transcript of this video. So let's scroll down. This is how you copy the transcript. Watch me how I do it. I don't know whether they still allow it now, but the last time I tried to copy transcript, I think there was some level of restriction. You click on this, you saw where I click, the description, you see more. You click on more. Then when you scroll down, you see show transcript. Show transcript. Okay, so they will show you the transcript just like we have here. So you can see the transcript of the video. Now the transcript is every single word spoken in the video. So I'm going to copy the transcript. Okay, copied. So that's it. That is it. So every word that was being spoken on that video, I just copied it. So you see where I enter, you click on the description, you scroll down, you see show transcript, click on the transcript. Then when you come to this point, you see copy transcript, copy it. Sometimes if this stuff is not showing, just highlight all this stuff and copy it. So I'll come to ChatGPT and paste the transcript in ChatGPT. I'll paste the transcript in ChatGPT, then I will send it. So what ChatGPT just did, it was ChatGPT was able to summarize um, every of those stuff, all the transcript I just pasted for it. So now there's already prompt already aligned for this. So the first prompt here is to what? Is to tell ChatGPT to acknowledge the transcript you have actually pasted for it, that you want to use this transcript in writing your book. In writing your book. So it's going to work based on this transcript you have actually given to ChatGPT. So it's still loading, it's still loading. Let it just load. All right. So after that, now you now send the prompt. All right. Now, so the next thing I'm going to do is what? So the thing you're just to do is what? You're just to paste that prompt, that first prompt. So after you're done with that, you move to the second one. The second one is this second prompt. I've already worked on it. Is meant to suggest the title and subtitle that can work for that book for you. However, I already know the title I want to use for this book, so you just send it. Then you make your choice. You make your choice to the title or subtitle that best fit what you want to do. Then you go and copy the next prompt. The next prompt is for checking grammatical errors and you know, flaws in your title and in your subtitle. So I'll copy the next prompt and paste. Then that we are going to be using for this book. Let's check for the title we are going to be using for this book. The title we are going to be using for this book. Let's see. Apple Number Mastery and Book. Now, another thing you have to be careful is that what you have to be careful that your title is not the same thing that's already on Amazon. So now I'll come to Amazon and come and check whether there's a kind of similar title there. Because if you repeat a kind of title like that that is similar already on Amazon, it may bring an issue for you. It may lead to copyright or maybe book blocking. Let's see. I I like this first title, but let me see the second one. Apple Number Make Simple. Apple Number User Guide, Mastering Apple Numbers. No, I prefer the first one. I prefer the first one. Apple Number Mastery Handbook. So let's see whether they have something like this on Amazon. However, you can see always change if you don't like um, what is being suggested to you by AI. So you are the one that know what you want to write on. So you are the one that actually have the final say. So we are trying to check whether there's a similar title like the Apple Number Mastery Handbook. We have Apple Number User Guide here. No. Apple Number User Guide. Apple Number User Guide. Apple Number for Beginners. Mastering Apple. Okay, so nothing like handbook related stuff there. Okay, so I think we are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go. So I'll take this title. I'll take this title. I'll paste it here. Then I'll take the subtitle, A Practical Guide for Beginners to Build Spreadsheet, Create Table. Now, your title is meant to go straight to the point of what you're actually presenting. Meanwhile, your subtitle is meant to produce or provide the solution, provide the solution, provide the solution. So, a practical guide for beginners to build spreadsheet, table, formulas. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, but let me check other ones. Beginners who want to create, organize. Okay. I will go with this. I'll go with this. I want my title to look special. I want my title to look special. So I want to add some other stuff to read. Apple Number Mastery and Book on iPhone, Mac, and iPad. Now, some of this stuff I've just written may not be very right. So the essence of this prompt is what to checkmate any errors and it will update something much more better for you. So let's do the checking now. So preferably I used to go to the last part to check the best recommendation it will actually give to me. So let's see. Okay. Apple Number Mastery Handbook on iPhone, Mac, and iPad. Do you see? So this will make more sense. This is exactly what I'm looking for. 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 Because the Apple number, where exactly? So I want to write it in a place. Uh, in a place. So final check, final check. All right, so after I've done this, the next thing is what um to generate the table of content. To generate the table of content. So I believe this one look much better. So I will just say I'm going with this. I am going with this. So the next thing is that what this next prompt is meant to generate the chapters for you. It's meant to generate the chapters for you. The chapters for you. So go ahead and generate the chapters. This is much better. Let's see. Oh man, this is very much. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. Okay, but this is okay. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. Let's go with it. So the next prompt I'm going to be giving to it is that what that we are going to be doing the writing together. And as we are doing the writing together, let it not sound like AI. There should not be any form of plagiarism and the rest of it. So you just paste the next prompt. You paste the next prompt, send it. So now when you are done with that, everything is set. So now, where are you going to be writing your book? You are going to be writing your book on Google Document. Now watch how you are going to set it up. Watch me do the setup. So you just type DOC, it will show. DOC, it will show. All right, you click on blank document. So now, how do you set this stuff up? How do you set it up? Now, when you're writing, you come to this place, look the setup, very important, very important. You're using A5. You're using A5. You're using A5 for your writing. So you come to this place, this search button. You click page setup. You come here, you click A5. Click OK. It depends on the font size you want to use, but preferably Georgia. Georgia is the best. Then increase it to what? Increase it to 12. Then after you're done with this, set up your alignment to be what? Justify. Then the spacing should be what? 1.5. Then you can set up your numbers and page number, page number, come here, page number. Okay, good. So now we now go to ChatGPT to go and copy our title and our subtitle. What was our title? What was our subtitle? Okay, it's not here. Let's go up to the very first one. So you copy the title, put it what? Copy the title, then you copy the subtitle. It seems this title and subtitle is too long. It's too long, but it's okay. Copy the subtitle. What's this now? Okay, it looks like this subtitle is so much, man. I think I'll reduce some stuff. So remember, I'm going to centralize this. I'm going to make it bold, increase the font size. I think this is okay. Then the subtitle, make it bold too, not much. Centralize it. I want to add a little bit kind of design to it. The background should be black. The text should be white. Good. But this seems to be so much. Let me see. A practical guide for beginners to create spreadsheet, manage data, build table, use formula and function, design chart, format worksheet, and export files. I want to remove some stuff so that when I want to publish it on Amazon, because they have maximum words for the title and subtitle, so that I will not have any issue that the title and subtitle could not enter completely. So I believe this is okay. Is there anything I still need to remove? View tables. Let me remove these view tables. A practical guide for beginners to create spreadsheet, manage data, use formula, function. I think this is perfect. 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 Okay, let me increase this stuff a little bit. No. It's okay. It's okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pen name. Pen name is the author name, author. So you can use any name of your choice. You can use any name of your choice. You can use any name of your choice. Next thing is to the next thing is to set up the copyright page. Is to set up the copyright. So I'm just going to put copyright here. I think I have something I've done before. So let me just copy that sample to make it easier for me. Let me just copy that sample. Let me just copy that sample. Okay, let me just copy this sample. So these are the copyright page look like. So I'll just come and put it here. Okay, so I've set up the copyright page. Then There's no need, if you want to put the disclaimer, you can put it. You can put it, but I used to add disclaimer to my own. It's not mandatory for you to add disclaimer. It's not mandatory for you to add disclaimer. But if you want to put it, you can put it. So I copy a sample I've done before. Remember this disclaimer I'm putting, this disclaimer, when I'm done writing the book, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it. So the next thing is for table of content. So I'll copy the table of content I've already done here. So I'll put it here. So I think I'm done with every single stuff for my book. So now I'll go back to ChatGPT and go and copy. I'll go to ChatGPT and go and copy my table of content that I've gotten from ChatGPT. So I used to always start from the bottom, from the bottom, from the bottom, okay, to the introduction. So you just copy it. That is from the introduction to the what? From the introduction to the conclusion. So you paste everything. Automatically, it's going to be arranged for you. You can see it's already arranged here for you. Automatically, you see, it will be arranged here for you. It will be arranged here for you. So remember, you must always justify whatever you're doing. So look at how I'm going to justify it. So I'm going to highlight every stuff in the table of content. Highlight everything. Okay. So done with that. Remember to justify. Then to remove that dot by the side, click this dot 2 times 1, 2. So you are done. So now let's start the writing. So preferably I used to reduce these each of the heading to 15, then the body will be 12. So when I'm writing the introduction, I will just copy everything and paste. I'll just copy everything and paste. I just copy everything and paste. Come on, come on, come on. So just send it. All right. So network is a little bit bad. So now it will write the introduction for you. Then what you have to do is what you just copy, but this is already much. I don't want my introduction to be very much, but that's okay. But if it's too much for you, you can give instruction to ChatGPT to make it precise. To make it precise. So I'll come back and arrange this. Introduction, understanding Apple number as spreadsheet application. Good. I'll remove the line. Why number is different from the introduction is very much. You can give a prompt to ChatGPT to make it precise if you don't want it to be very long. If you don't want it to be very long. So you remove this line, continue, continue. If you want to leave it, it's up to you to leave it. If the introduction is too much for you, give instruction to ChatGPT to make it precise, to make it precise, to make it precise. All right, so that's the introduction. So I'll move straight to the chapter 1. Remember, toward the heading, I reduce it to 15, then justify it. Now, since I'm having a lot of subtitles and other stuff and the rest, I don't want this book to be more than what? To be 100, more than 150 page. So, but in cases whereby I have very few subtitles, you can paste one or two. But now this is so much, I'll just paste everything the same time. Copy all the subtitles, paste it all the same time. I don't know whether I can write it the same time, but if you cannot write the same time, I'll pick the maybe 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. Oh, it was able to capture everything. Okay, so this is going to be very, very, very practical. Okay, so we are done with chapter 1. Please ensure before you copy everything, look at the last part so that I don't copy what is not supposed to be part of the book into it. So I'll just copy everything. It's not every time you click there to copy, or better still, you can just copy like this. Okay, that's already copied for me. So I'll just come here, paste it. Do you see I just paste that stuff? Then come back to chapter 1. So chapter 1, I'm checking to make sure everything is well done. I don't need this stuff. Open and create your first spreadsheet. Understanding table selection. I mean, this book will be much. So the subtitles reduce it to 12. This is very, very quality book. This is very, very quality book. So you can see it's showing you all the steps on how to, use this particular software. So all the subtitles, I used to reduce them to 12. So with good 1 hour focus and concentration, you can be able to do this. You can be able to write a complete book. You can be able to write a complete book. 1 hour without distraction. So you can, for a start, you can say every single day you are going to be publishing one book. Every single day, you're going to be publishing one book, one book, one book, one book, one book. You can achieve that. So the 10 books I asked you to get, you can achieve that in 10 days. And hopefully that 10 books can do the least $100 for you monthly throughout the whole year. So imagine you have like 10 accounts that do that same amount. That's $1,000. So we are done with chapter 1. So move to chapter 2. You repeat the same thing. Reduce the heading to 15. Then you centralize it. Just go ahead and copy everything because these subtitles, they are very much. So just paste it. So I think it's done. Chapter 2 is done. So you're just going to copy it. Just copy. Be careful when you're even copying so that you don't copy unnecessary write-up given by ChatGPT, maybe at the end of your writing. That's why you can see I used to be very careful in my checking. So you just go on and do those editing. So I used to reduce this stuff to 12. You can see it's reflecting here. Reduce this to 12. So that's just all for this writing process. You repeat the same thing for chapter 3. You repeat the same thing up to you get to the last chapter of your book. So you get this to the last chapter of your book. See, do this editing. But this is actually not much. All right, we are done with chapter 2. You repeat the same thing for chapter 3. Repeat the same thing for, change it to 15. Copy everything. Copy everything. Paste it in ChatGPT. Paste it in ChatGPT. Just make sure your work is neatly done. Neatly done. Send. Okay, I think the write-up for 3 is done. Copy. Paste. 12. Reduce it to 12. So you can see this stuff will even do a very, very much better writing than human may even write. So, okay, I think they're supposed to, what's happening here? Okay, I believe this is correct. This is correct. Okay. So this stuff is doing a very quality stuff here. Very quality illustration. And this ChatGPT is free. It's free. So I think we are done with chapter 3 now. Then we'll move to chapter 4. Are we still far away? Um, Normally, I want this book to be so detailed. That's why I'm taking time to really do this editing. Even though there are some, it will not really take me. By now, I've reached about chapter 7. I just want this book to be very, very neat and detailed. Okay, so we are done with chapter 3. Right, so you continue the same process, and with that, you can be able to write your book easily. So you continue the same process, so with that, you can be able to write your book easily. So we are now in chapter 11. So we do the same thing for chapter 11. So copy all the subheadings. You're gonna copy all the subheadings. Done copying. Come to your ChatGPT, paste. Send. All right, it's still doing the write-up. All right, so you copy it, you copy it, you copy it. So we are done writing the whole book now. You just add the conclusion. Just add the conclusion. So I'll do some editing, reduce this to 12. So I'm trying to remove this from being a heading so that I don't want to have so many subheadings. I don't want to have so many subheadings. So you can add it if you want to add it. You can remove it. It depends on how you want your book to look like. Or, so so the reason why I'm doing this much editing is actually because the way my table of content was actually generated. So my table of content was actually very, 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 very much. So, but it's fine. I wanted it to be like that. But you can say, instruct ChatGPT to make your table of content to be lesser. Normally, what I do use for each subheading in each chapters used to be six, at most six. Uh, When you get to the conclusion, this is where I used to do the conclusion. When you get to the conclusion, so I'll write everything the same time, just like we have been doing before. Just like we have been doing before. So remember to maintain the heading to be 15. Centralize, copy everything. Send it to ChatGPT. All right, so when you're done with it, just copy and paste. All right, so we're actually done with our book. Let's set up some key informations before we download our book. So when you're done, you are going to ask ChatGPT to write the copyright for you. Yes. So you ask ChatGPT to write the copyright for you. Write a precise copy. So this is too lengthy. I don't want it to be so lengthy. So I'll say make it precise. All right, this is what I want. So I used to prefer to also add a disclaimer to my book. So I'll also say write a precise disclaimer for me. So this is good. Then after this, now we are going to put our table of content. This is how you put your table of content. This is how you put your table of content. Remember to keep this justified. Good. You come under insert, come under page element. You see table of content, click on table of content. So this is one good thing about Google document. You don't need to do this manually. You don't need to do this manually. And you can see our table of content is neatly arranged. Neatly arranged. Everything is neatly arranged. All right, so I don't need the introduction here. Let's take it. Let me remove the disclaimer. So you can see all this stuff is not in Georgia. So I'm going to highlight everything and change it to Georgia. Georgia, our font size was 12. All right, so you can see everything is neatly placed now. Our book is ready for publication. Everything is neatly placed. Our book is ready for publication. So the only thing you need to do is that after you have done your table of content, just do some adjustment to make sure that everything is neatly placed. All right, so now I'm gonna teach you how to design the cover for your book. How do you design the cover for your book? So you come here, copy the title, copy the subtitle, copy the author's name, that's the pen name. You come to ChatGPT, you paste every single thing. So you can just instruct ChatGPT. So you can just instruct ChatGPT to do the cover design for you. All right, so here we have our cover ready. Here we have our cover ready. But you can actually see that it looks so busy, so busy. I will instruct the ChatGPT to make the design a little bit precise so that it doesn't become so busy, so that some of the text can be very visible. So our design, okay, I think this is much better. This is much better. Okay, so I'll just go with this one. I'll just go with this one. So after we are done with our design, we'll come to Canva. We'll come to Canva. We'll come to Canva. So we are doing two things in Canva. We are doing two things in Canva. So we are doing the one for the ebook. I'm sorry, the paperback. So the paperback design is normally in this format. Sorry for a second. What? No, no, no. Okay. Sorry. All right. So we upload our cover here, then do some little editing. You remember it's ChatGPT I used to do every single thing I'm actually doing here. I think this is much better. So when you're downloading your cover for your paperback, you're downloading PDF, standard PDF, current page, download. Then the same thing for the cover for the ebook. Right, so we come here for the ebook. So we just drag the image and fit in for the e-cover. So when we are done, this one you are downloading JPG, JPG, JPG. Good. Then for the publication of your book, you are downloading two things. You are downloading you come to this file, come under download. You are downloading the PDF, and you're also downloading the web page, HTML zip, this zip folder. So you download it. All right, so we are done now. Let's move on to the point of publication.